Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time to see this wide open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try and move forward in 2021. But let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve.
They'll start with the option, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Got his receiver, that's Sammy Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive, because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw it to the middle of the field, loves that position as his number 1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right, finding some room at midfield. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Hard
partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person,
touchdown! Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive up total, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Score after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Third down, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They run, Devontae Freeman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down.
Well, obviously, red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson now. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there to take him down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rodgers now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. There's a flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers forced out to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get to field goal range. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 27, Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress reversal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it on.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense heading back for one final 1st half drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great. That's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burke, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll be taken down at the 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They run once more with Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one. But I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Freeman again. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise to be fair. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. They get 7 there, but he brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On the return, it's Rodgers. So that one will be accepted. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
Now Rodgers dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to speed things up here. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up the 2nd in just about a few inches here. Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leaders usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 20. And all the way in for the Ravens.
Your sister on her way out here to bring that chair. You'll throw some clothes and go get it when you get up.
Yeah.
But she got to go straight back to work.
Okay.
Back in, to work.
Okay.
Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit when you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their time.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, they'll roll him out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Rodgers rolling to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry up. Back to throw, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. This is Dillon on the counter. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Rodgers to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Rodgers. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. An extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their
for Green Bay. They remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the